Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Valerie's Garden with me, Valerie. Today, I'm going to be speaking about morning rituals and creating a morning routine that includes the habits that allow you to connect with yourself and also set the tone for a really beautiful day. So, let's get into it. The first thing that I want to speak about when it comes to creating a routine that you can stick to and show up consistently for is that you want to make sure that, one, you do start small. You don't need to have this big, extensive to-do list of tasks that feel so overwhelming and that it's impossible to complete, that you feel like, okay, it's just too many things. I don't have time to do all this before work. So my recommendation is to first just pick one or two things, and I'm going to share some ideas with you. I'm going to share how I like to start my morning. All you really need are 5 to 15 minutes, and that can make a huge difference in how your day goes. So if you are new to having a morning routine, or if you already have a morning routine, but you feel like it's missing that piece, that element where you are able to just drop in with yourself. Let's say, you're great at taking your vitamins and maybe having a glass of water and then preparing your bag for work or whatever it is. I'm going to offer some ideas that I like to do that I feel could really benefit your life as well. Also, I want to say that I do work from home and I have an evening job some days during the week. So I don't have to be at a specific place at 7 or 8 a.m., which I feel very grateful for. But I want to say that even if you do have a job to attend to or you need to be there at a specific time, you can still give yourself 5 more minutes to do one of these things. In this episode, I'm going to share 3 things that I do every single morning and potentially a 4th. Here is the scene. I wake up. I wake up and I really love to feel the warmth of my bed, the texture of my sheets. Sometimes I can feel myself wanting to reach for my phone, but since I have been doing my habits every day, I know that it feels so much better to not do that. And I go straight. The first thing I do when I wake up is I go straight into a 5-minute morning meditation. And recently I've been adding a minute. This past week I've been adding a minute more, so it's been a 6-minute meditation. But even 5 minutes alone is just the perfect amount to reconnect. So I go into a 5-minute meditation, and when I meditate in the morning, I really first love to kind of do a body scan. Am I feeling some tension? Sometimes I feel some tension in my left hip, sometimes in my neck, and just kind of breathe into it. I then connect to my breath, to my breathing. I'm not trying to force a specific pattern here. I observe it as it is. So, breathing in, breathing out. And then I like to move on to the sounds around me. So when it's the morning, I'm very blessed to live in Highland Park, where I can hear the birds chirping and I listen to the birds. Sometimes I hear cars passing down the street. Sometimes, depending on when I wake up, I'll hear my brother getting ready for work or hear my dad's work truck in the driveway. I just listen, let the sound come and go, and then I return back to my breath. The thing with meditation in general, but what I notice for myself when I meditate in the morning is that if there is something that was on my mind from the day before or something that's coming up on this day, sometimes those thoughts will rise and it'll come. So I'm present with it. I just notice that, okay, this comes up for a reason for me. And it doesn't need to be sorted through right now. And sometimes, my mind will kind of just stay with that thought, and that's what that experience is like. But for the most part, I've noticed that because I've done this so consistently now, I'm able to see the thought and it can go. Look at it. okay, and it goes. And then I just connect back to my breath. The 5 minutes now have been going by so quickly, and I'm like, wow, I want more time for this. What I've noticed is that depending on the season of my life, sometimes I will actually need to do movement first before meditation because there's just so much energy in me that I need to get it out before I'm able to really sit. But recently, I'm in a season where I actually feel like I wake up and I'm able to really sit with myself and then move into the movement portion of my morning rituals. That's the first thing I do every day. Start with at least 5 minutes of meditation. I really love to meditate first thing in the morning because it allows me to create this space where I can just be and hear myself and connect with myself, my body, and my mind, and it allows me to move through my day with more presence. My second morning ritual is a guided immersive. And what a guided immersive is very similar to a guided meditation where a speaker will lead you through affirmations. But what makes it different is that it includes a somatic practice, and the somatic practice that mine includes is EFT tapping. So basically, you're tapping on your body's energy centers, and this really allows you to reprogram in new identities and beliefs for yourself. So I really love that. Guided immersives also have a specific sound frequency that drops you into a theta brainwave state. And we'll speak about theta brainwave state in just a little bit. My specific immersive that I listen to every day was created by my previous incredible mentor. Her name is Shriyanka. And mine is focused on heart consciousness and connecting to your heart and living from the heart space. And it sounds very much like a gratitude prayer, which gratitude is a superpower. And you can listen to an immersive on anything that you want. Maybe you want to focus more on creativity or abundance, whatever it is. But for me, what resonates heavily in my life and what I want to focus on throughout my day is heart consciousness and embodying different characteristics of the heart. So in my immersive, I'll put on my headphones, the track begins. There'll be phrases like, thank you, Creator. Thank you for bringing me into my heart. Thank you for allowing me to experience the truth, the abundance, health, oneness. The reason I include a guided immersive as part of my morning routine is because when you wake up and right before going to bed, your body drops into a theta brainwave state. And in a theta brainwave state, your conscious mind is quieter and your subconscious mind is more receptive to reprogramming in new identities, new beliefs, and it creates this blueprint for your subconscious mind to follow. I don't want to waste these 2 times during my day where I can set the intention to focus on something that is more positive and that's going to make me feel good and move through the world in a more loving way. And my third morning practice is hula hooping or dancing or doing some form of stretching so that I can shift my energy. I like to make this my third step because I have already sat with myself and made space. Then I have done my immersive where I can set my focus and intention for the day. And I love to move my body in the morning and just put on some uplifting music so that I can get myself in a good, happy mood, have some fun, and also just get like the blood flowing in my body. So I'll usually hula hoop. I dance very intuitively with my hula hoop. I like to figure things out as I go. I try different shapes. I like to see how the hula hoop folds or spins, or can I try it on my neck or on my leg? Like, where can I spin this thing? And it's just really fun. I play music that I like and I get to dance to it. So whether it's a hula hoop or just dancing without it, I do this because it feels like it awakens me. I can shake off any other energy that I may have, and I just get to have some fun in the morning. Some days this might just be 1 or 2 songs, and some other mornings when I have more time, I'll do this for like 20, 30 minutes. And for me, that works out. If I choose to stretch, I do very basic stretches. I do child's pose, cat and cow. I do some hip opening yoga and some thread the needles, do neck stretches, It really all depends on how I'm feeling that day, but I definitely include some kind of movement in the morning. Those are my morning 3 practices. Last year, I was doing a lot more breath work and some kriyas. For the past week, I've been slowly returning to breath work, and I do 2 very specific practices. The first one, I'll have my hands on my shoulders, and I'm turning from right to left, and I am breathing in. So I'm filling my belly up when I'm turned to the right, and then out when I turn to the left. And for this one, I'm doing it all through the nose. So in through my nose and out. Doing this breathwork exercise also puts me in a really good mood. I feel like I am able to shake off the shit. I'm able to bring in good energy, release any stagnant energy. I also get to form a deeper connection to my lungs, my diaphragm, and to just my breath overall, which I feel is so important and something that I'm still working on developing. The second breathwork practice is a more Kundalini style exercise. So basically, I will have my thumbs out, hands up, and I'm doing I'm filling my tummy, I'm filling my diaphragm up with a big balloon of air. And then slowly I'm taking short, quick breaths out through my nose. So everything is through my nose once again here. And then I'm pumping through. So let me just demonstrate. If you are listening to this as a podcast, I will include the name in the description as well. But I fill up with air. You can't see my tummy. Okay, let me try to do it like this. So I'm going to put the microphone down. So I'm breathing in. Both hands are up, but I kind of want to demonstrate how my breath is moving when I do this. You don't want to be moving your shoulders. You want to be moving and using your diaphragm. And when I do this specific breathwork practice, I think about my energy moving up and towards my third eye and just clearing through all of my different chakra centers. So breathe in. Those are my morning rituals. I love to do them every single morning, each for a different reason. And for me, that creates the perfect 15 to 20 minute routine where I'm able to connect with myself, clear stagnant energy, set my focus for the day, reprogram my mind for the things that I want to focus on. And I feel great after that. Doing these practices allow me to be more present throughout the day and to see others and to listen to others and to bring a better energy out into the world. Wow. Beautiful. Did you see that? So no matter what your morning routine is, I recommend integrating at least one practice where you're able to slow down and reconnect to yourself. Don't make it super elaborate and extensive. Don't compare your morning practices to others. If you're new to creating morning rituals, I recommend just finding one thing for 3 to 5 minutes and making that conscious choice to choose doing that first before going on your phone. That is another thing. I do all of this before I even look at my phone. Sometimes when I would wake up and have that urge to check my phone, I would consciously choose, I'm going to do my practices first, and then I can open my phone. And what I realized is that the more I have stuck to doing these practices, the less I want to even look at my phone. Like go on social media is what I mean when I say look at my phone, because I will use the timer app to do my meditation. I hope you're able to take something new from this podcast. And for the longest time, I've wanted to create my own morning immersive that I can share with others so that others can really experience the power and the beauty that a morning immersive has. So if you're at all interested in that, if you'd be open to listening to one that I create, please drop a comment below because I would love to make one. And I feel like that would just give me that extra little motivation to do so. And until then, you can use YouTube or Spotify to find another immersive to focus on what you would like to focus on for the day. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for taking the time to listen to how I spend my mornings and also the reasons why I like to do these practices. I hope you're able to take away something new from this episode. If you're curious to learn more about the things that I shared in this episode, please send me a message. I love these things so much, so I'm very happy to share more with you. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.